Hey, today I'll be talking about episodes 63 to 65 of Legend of ZhenHuan. So the bad guys have failed in their plan to get rid of ZhenHuan. Qi Guiren is dismissed to the Cold Palace and the Emperor leaves the rest of the punishments up to ZhenHuan. Since her old maid was forced, she doesn't get punished, but ZhenHuan decides her new maid and Jingbai should be beat to death. The Emperor then decides it's time for the Empress to retire. Going forward, if anything in the palace needs handling, it will be handled by ZhenHuan with help from Danfei and Jingfei. Qi doesn't know when she's beaten and tells Dr. Wen to swear that he's never had any inappropriate feelings for ZhenHuan. He says he hasn't, but when it looks like that won't be enough, he takes it upon himself to prove his innocence by castrating himself. I don't even know what this proves, but I guess no one would be able to accuse him of something like this in the future. Also, as a doctor, I can't believe he didn't take any precautions, but yeah, he of course starts bleeding out. MeiZhuang arrives just in time to hear about Dr. Wen and immediately goes into labor. It's a tough one, no doubt made worse by all the stress. ZhenHuan realizes Lingrong must have had this in mind when she sent her servant to tell MeiZhuang what happened. Lingrong tries to look innocent. So satisfying. Lingrong must think she's the greatest actress in the world to pretend this isn't exactly what she had in mind, especially after she was so obviously maligning ZhenHuan during the trial earlier. Lingrong turns on her servant, hitting her for going to tell MeiZhuang even though it was obviously her that told her to do it. And then the Emperor shows up, and clearly not in the mood for any more shenanigans tonight, he has her beaten to death. So, just to recap, the servant did exactly what she was told to do, then got beaten by her mistress, and then sentenced to death. Cool. Despite being on the verge of death himself, Dr. Wen does his job and instructs the other doctors on what to do since he's the most familiar with MeiZhuang's situation. After some time, she successfully gives birth to a princess. Everything is looking good, MeiZhuang gets promoted, and then all of a sudden, MeiZhuang starts bleeding heavily again. She's losing too much blood and there are no blood transfusions, so... ZhenHuan wants to fight, but Dr. Wen says it's too late, and he's the doctor, so... MeiZhuang asks to meet with the two of them in private, which, considering the current situation, you'd think would be a bit suspicious. Meeting with ZhenHuan makes sense, but who asks to meet with their doctor on their deathbed over their husband? MeiZhuang tells ZhenHuan the truth about her daughter. ZhenHuan is shocked, but there's really no time to react. MeiZhuang asks Dr. Wen if all of this was because of the aphrodisiac wine. He says the wine could never have been strong enough to get him in bed with someone he didn't love. Thinking about it now, I think MeiZhuang has always made her feelings clear, but Dr. Wen never did tell her he loved her. I'm glad she got to hear it. He holds her one last time and she passes. Rest in peace, MeiZhuang. ZhenHuan has a well-deserved cry. MeiZhuang is really her only true friend, and I think it was made worse by the roller coaster of emotion, from her safely giving birth and everything looking good, to suddenly... ZhenHuan rallies herself as she now has to take care of MeiZhuang's daughter as well as her own children, but Dr. Wen falls apart and starts drinking himself to death. Not to move too quickly away from the sadness, but ZhenHuan's sister Yurao and 19th Prince have begun to develop feelings for each other. Honestly, it's nice to see some young, happy people in this tragically depressing part of the show. The ever-horny Emperor starts sending gifts to Yurao. Can you believe this guy? He spotted her in the middle of the paternity test nonsense where he could possibly be losing his #1 consort and 2 of his children. And in the midst of all that, he thought, ooh, she's hot. And then, after everything settled down, he didn't think, maybe I shouldn't perv on my wife's barely legal little sister. Also, MeiZhuang has been dead for like an hour. He starts trying all the methods at his disposal to get her to like him. She is, of course, not into him. He's like a creepy uncle, except he can actually force you to marry him. She is into the 19th Prince. As Yurao and the 19th Prince get closer, it's clear that the attraction is not just physical. They have a lot in common, from art to just general outlook on life. Dr. Wen continues to get worse. Thinking about it, he really has been through a lot. He hasn't had a single calm moment since ZhenHuan entered the palace. She's always asking him to do illegal stuff for her. And even just knowing about the things she has done, like the affair and the fake twins, could get him killed. Between that and his love affair with MeiZhuang, it makes sense that Dr. Wen always looks like he's 1 minute away from a panic attack. ZhenHuan has enough of the moping and calls Dr. Wen in. She hands him his daughter and tells him to suck it up and live well, if only for her sake. It's not like she's just forgotten about MeiZhuang though. ZhenHuan tries her best to encourage the Emperor to punish both Lingrong and the Empress for the whole ordeal that led to MeiZhuang's death, but the Empress Dowager, useless as ever, intervenes. She tells the Emperor that he can't really punish the Empress because the hierarchy must be maintained. She is, of course, still looking out for her clan, but it really makes me wonder how far she would let the Empress go. I feel like the Empress could stab the Empress Dowager in front of the Emperor and her dying claim would be, the hierarchy! She's just the worst. Like Dr. Wen, Guowang has been dulling his pain in wine these last few months, and at a family banquet, he gets completely wasted. As Huanbi is pouring him alcohol, I actually have no idea why she's the one doing this, Guowang stands up abruptly, spilling the alcohol all over himself. He says it's no big deal, but as he heads out to change, he drops his satchel. The Emperor picks it up and finds inside a paper cutout. The paper cutout from way back in episode 5. The one that ZhenHuan put on a branch and he picked up after she left. The resemblance between the cutout and ZhenHuan is uncanny. Guowang. I get that you're sad, I get that you're in love, but why would you keep this super incriminating thing anywhere near you? And the crazy thing is, this isn't even the first time. The warning signs were right there. The universe said, hey man, maybe you should learn to tie a knot. And you didn't listen. Back in episode 60, he did something similar, going to see ZhenHuan outside of the banquet, even though they could have been seen by anyone. Oh wait, they were seen, and only got lucky that it was Lan Yi who would never do anything to hurt him. At the very least, I will say the writing is consistent. Guowang is and always has been a lovesick dummy, and while I think this was a really stupid way to get caught, it is consistent with his character. Till next time, thanks for watching.